Thank you. So this is my first visit up here as the Minister of Transport, and I want to express my confidence in the way in which Maritime New Zealand are superintending the recovery, or should I say the whole of the issue around the grounding of the Rena. I think it's important to note that the responsibilities for the clean-up, the responsibilities for the removal of the wreck lie with the owners of the ship, and there is a high level of cooperation between a number of agencies of government and those who do have to exercise responsibilities from the private sector. The people who are here have a high degree of expertise, and I think as the weather patterns looked from the weekend to be particularly problematic throughout the week to a much greater extent than they have been, the precaution that was taken has been appropriate, and the involvement now of Defence Force to assist should that be required would also, I think, prove to be particularly helpful. I think one of the things that we can say is that the Rena has demonstrated over the last 3 months that it's not an easy fix. If we want to have the best result, then we need to go about things in a very methodical manner, and that's what's occurring here. This latest turn of events, given the weather conditions, is not unexpected. So the precarious nature now of the stern of the ship could have been anticipated. I think the fact that the weather has quietened a little bit today has probably meant that not quite so much debris is floating out from that ship. The observed debris, as has been noted by Brownlee, is all fairly passive, but in the wrong circumstance could be difficult to deal with. You can imagine loose lengths of timber sloshing about inside the surf alongside large sheets of plywood could be quite damaging if people got in the road on it. So the advice that people should stay away from that debris, I think is advice that should be well heeded. There are teams out on the beaches. We've observed that this morning. They are clearing up debris as it makes the beach. There are also teams at sea. There are a number of containers that have buoys and anchors on them so that they can be recovered. And we're assured by Brownlee that they're doing everything they can to clear the beaches as quickly as possible so that we can get back to enjoying some of that amenity. I think I'd just like to conclude my remarks by thanking the people of the Bay of Plenty for the resilience that they've demonstrated, the willingness that they have demonstrated in cooperating with the clean-up efforts, but also the efforts to deal with the wreck itself. It's been most impressive. The high levels of cooperation here are going to ensure that there's at some point a good result. I also want to acknowledge the cooperation with the iwi groups who have such a particular interest in the foreshore and also in the health of the sea.